Jenifer Rajkumar smoke out act rally to stop the legal smoke shops in New York City. It's been around now. It's supposed to start now. So it's about to start a few. So.
The camera is there. It's okay. No, I just don't want. I just wanted to be.
I'm good. I'm good. Oh yeah, good to see you. Carlos. We're good. I'm good.
No, it's just I can maybe got more space in the back, so maybe I can.
Oh yeah. Let us know. We'll move back.
So you guys, that divided into space.
Yeah.
Right there. Perfect. Right there. With the table. Super close. Thank you.
Yes.
Sorry to.
Can't wait. Thank you. I understand.
Okay.
Perfect.
Sister
I'll see
Marte's
you.
here.
Anna Almanzar, the deputy mayor's coming as well.
Yeah.
We're honoring her actually, yeah? I know I'm reading all the surprises.
I'm talking to her now.
¿Cómo estás?
Yes, you talk to her. Hi, how are you? Good to see you. I do, I'm her chief of staff.
Khalid Al-Marie,
Of course.
got your
I remember.
emails.
The one this year.
Hi. Seeing you again. How are you doing? Got the email, so good.
What's up, bro?
Was the piece start to talk or
Yes, we're going to start.
how long is it going to be? Thanks.
Sure thing.
I didn't recognize you that night, right? Maybe, yeah, you have the New York Association, grocery stores, the New York Association. Yeah, I think that's probably done. Perfect. Great.
Sheriffs, I mean, for sheriffs.
Right to misdemeanor, it's already illegal. Yeah, you just don't want
I don't know yet.
Then you get in here.
You said that. I didn't say that. Source.
You want to record a video or just here?
What do you mean by
No, I
eyeball?
just want to one of the space. This one. Yeah, if I can get here. Yeah. No, I appreciate that. I usually do cameras. I usually take picture and you know what I think when people can just move. Yeah. I'm doing a job and you're professional and people have to give you respect.
Jumping.
Yeah.
They're also
The city state got the closest.
No, they did not.
No.
They did it. They did the cheese stuff.
Yeah.
What's that good? Can you take a photo of that, please? Got it. Thank you.
Hi, how are you? So good seeing you. Yes, of course. Very nice seeing you. How's everything? How's the paper doing?
Yeah, fine.
Good?
Fine.
All right. Glad to see you.
Yeah, over there. Yeah, you could go like right over here. Anywhere there's an opening. So she's gonna go over there. Yeah. She's gonna do a little filming and pictures.
Yeah, let me see. Yeah, I do. Here, let me see. Back here. You are-
Oh, yes.
Just be here so you can record it.
Perfect. Thank you so
That's a
much.
good spot.
Or
Yeah.
quítate la maleta, ponla en el piso para que tengas más espacio. Right, so you can look better.
I gotcha.
Okay. You there?
You know, at this point today, right now, starting right now, what time is it?
What's up, bro?
This is
Oh, this new one again, right?
Kids go out of school. Whoa.
I love that he took the rag yesterday. I just like perfect lawn. They're filming lawn outside. Get Jeff McCoy. Like in Foley Square. Like it was so we come out and do it. And then we give him
You take a couple photos from me? Yeah, I got you.
NYC one. I'll focus on one. And I'll just keep packing up as I ask you questions That's my favorite job.
All the press too. Besides taking pictures here and the press. And then we're gonna go after this to the press office and do all that stuff.
Okay.
And Reisman is it's like he told me his uncle or something. It's like an extra all the time. He lives in the city. He's like this whole thing's literally a fun. He all these extras. It's like a big conspiracy. It's like we're on season 48 now.
Who's hanging out the press releases?
Yeah. Like just pictures secure. That like you make fun.
Here's the press release.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry. Just give it to them in the back. Here, go, guys.
Hires me all the money.
Sorry, I'm sorry. No problem. Does he need one as well?
Oh, I'm good. I'm with it.
Okay.
Or do you smoke them out? Smoke them out? I think they're all there. I'm trying to scratch.
Sorry, I'm just gonna pass you the perfume.
Press release.
Of course.
Yep.
Can I hold this? We should have kids in the front. Oh, I like it. You're so excited. Over there? Yes. You lost. Oh, yeah.
Excuse me. I just get a shot.
Oh. Right over there.
No, it's you sent a couple of emails.
Can I bother you?
No, $25 for picture. Okay, everybody sign up. 1, 2, 3. Every there? Okay. Okay, give me a second. Okay. Okay. Which one is this?
I still call it the clown show. I earned it. I don't
Yeah, okay, right here. 1, 2, 3.
I added it.
1, 2, 3, perfect. Okay, again. Okay, this is another phone, right? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
That's it.
Right there. One step from. Yeah, you fill that hole for me. Thank you. I need signs in that corner.
Yeah, I got it. Behind you real quick.
That was one day I woke up at 7 a.m. to set text to Leroy. I was like, I'm gonna go set. She's like, no. But I did say like that. So it's like rude. Because she said like, and watch it, follow it there, and you get the schedule.
I mean, on my P compressor, on the found some guys dead on the concourse train. Yeah.
Not the Daily News, that was big news and stuff like that.
Oh, of course.
Now it's now it's just like passing by.
Why am I? It's like why like my whole most of the country is off. It's like subway there.
It's just an awful experience, waiting a half hour for the train.
Now when I see you go to my pictures, say you go to my picture. You go to my pictures and then
There you go. Hey, Jenifer. Hey, what's up? I'm feeling good.
When you're here, we know it's a real press conference.
Yeah. So there you go.
okay, relax. I quiero yo voy a
Alright,
tomar
cool.
la foto de aquí. De ahí.
Okay, pero necesitamos the tripod right here.
For
Your video.
Daniel is making it right here. Instead of, yeah, we can see the butter right here.
Yeah, thank you.
Wait.
Okay, please, right here. Right there. Good morning.
Good morning.
We were gonna start in 2 minutes. We just have some press setting up. Can everyone hold your signs up? That side's, oh wait, just fix this one. Turn it over. Where's the lawyer, David Short? David Short. Okay?
Okay, it's not bad you?
I'm good.
Okay, be ready, Jenifer.
Good morning, New York City. I am New York State Assemblywoman Jenifer Rajkumar, and I am here with the great Senator Leroy Comrie and all of these incredible community leaders. And we are here to say what's on every New Yorker's mind. We are here to say what every New Yorker wants, which is shut down these illegal cannabis shops. We need to shut them down once and for all. Do you agree with me? Yes! All right, let's tell everybody that we need to shut these down. Shut them down. Shut them down. Shut them down. Shut them down. Now, I have introduced the Smoke Out Act in Albany, and that will get the job done this year. We're going to take all these illegal cannabis shops and we're going to smoke them out. Does that sound good to you? Yes! All right, then let's tell all of you in New York that we're going to smoke them out. 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 These illegal shops are hotbeds of crime. They hold loose cash. They attract criminals. People have gotten shot and killed in these shops, including in my district. These shops are popping up all over the city near schools, endangering our children, selling candy laced with cannabis. And the cannabis is not safe because it's unregulated. The cannabis is laced with E. coli, salmonella, lead. This situation has to change, and we can change it. Do you want to change it? Yes! So the Smoke Out Act is going to empower the city of New York to take the power back and to close the shops. Because guess what? The city of New York has the manpower to get the job done. This is one issue that unites every New Yorker. In fact, I have not met one New Yorker that does not want to close down these illegal shops. Not one. This issue unites us across boroughs, across backgrounds. And I think all New Yorkers feel right now like they're hot. Because we look at the situation and it makes no sense. There are 1,000 times more illegal shops than there are legal shops. There's only about 60 legal shops in the whole state. And there's 36,000 illegal shops. How can this be? Am I high right now? The situation makes no sense, but we can fix it. And we can fix it this year. In fact, Mayor Eric Adams has said, upon the passage of the Smoke Out Act, he will be able to shut down all illegal shops in New York City in 30 days. And guess what? There are 1,500 shops already in the city of New York alone. Now guess what? The state budget is due on April 1st. That's 5.5 weeks away. On April 1st, I don't want to be standing here saying April Fools. I want to be standing here saying we have put the Smoke Out Act into the state budget. That is the fastest way to get the job done and close down the shops this year. So with clear thinking and bold action, Albany leadership can come together and get the job done. And we here are committed to making sure that that happens. We need to have bold language in the state budget that empowers all the municipalities across New York State to take the power in their own hands and shut down these shops. Do you agree?
Yes!
Are you all excited about the Smoke Out Act?
Yes!
All right, then let's tell all of New York one more time. Smoke them out.
Smoke them out! Smoke them out!
And shut them down, right?
Yes.
Shut them down.
Shut them down!
Shut them down. Shut them down.
Shut
So
them
we have a
down!
very impressive group of leaders here, and we have all committed to taking this movement across all 5 boroughs of this city, mobilizing the people so that Albany will see it through. And one of our incredible partners is the Senate sponsor himself, my great friend from South Queens, Leroy Comrie, who is carrying the bill in the Senate and is driving it through. Thank you so much for everything you do.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I'm pleased to be here. I'm also pleased that we have Kathy Wild, the leader of the New York City Partnership here. Charles Coleman is here, and many people. The main thing that I get asked by my constituents is why are there so many smoke shops, where 3 or 4 are popping up on a block in my district, where they're closing down businesses. The smoke, the traffic, the feeling that people are unsafe are making stores leave in my district. I had a bakery that was in my district for 25 years, an illegal smoke shop open. It got into all the food, they had to close down. Now, this is a ridiculous situation that was unfortunately instigated by our past governor who legalized smoking without making sure that the implements were in place, the procedures were in place to have legal shops. Now we have over 1,600, probably more than like 3,000 illegal shops popping up all over the place. They need to be shut down. The Office of Cannabis Management doesn't have the ability to shut these places down. They don't have the manpower. They can't amp up their manpower within a year even to try to address the scourge of these. They've only closed successfully 4 in the state since they've been in business. And even those 4 are reapplying for reopening. We need to make sure that there's the manpower to close these illegal shops down. We need to make sure that fines are imposed in a positive way. And we need to do this now because it's killing our city neighborhoods. It's killing our local businesses. It's infecting everything from churches to daycare centers. We need to shut this down. So when Assemblymember Rajkumar came to me with the idea for the smoke-free bill, I was only too happy to do it because every meeting I attend, everywhere I go, people want to see these places shut down now. They don't want to have illegal smoke shops. And as the Assembly member said, you don't know what you're getting from these places. The ones that have been inspected have found rat feces in the basement. They found other chemicals that are being mixed in with the marijuana. You don't know what you're getting. You're not getting it from a safe supply. You're taking a risk with your life when you're going to these illegal places. We need to shut them down. I'm only too happy to sponsor this bill. I hope that, and this bill will allow the municipality and other municipalities to use their workforce to shut it down without a problem. And as the mayor said, he could do it in 30 days. Other mayors in the state will want to take this bill up also because they're suffering from the scourge of these illegal businesses and also making sure that we can do whatever's necessary so that we can ensure that the Office of Cannabis Management will have the manpower to shut them down all over the state. So I'm proud to sponsor this bill with Assemblymember Rajkumar. I look forward to it getting shut down. I want it in the budget as is, not watered down in language, because we need to shut this down now. We can't afford for another innocent person, another innocent business to lose that business because we have these illegal operations happening all over the city and all over the state. So as the Assembly member says, let's say shut it down.
Shut it down!
Shut it down!
Shut it down!
Shut Shut it down.
Shut it down.
Thank you.
You know, I feel so fortunate to have such an incredible powerhouse of a Senate sponsor. And we also have with us today the great Kathy Wild herself, who is not only New York City's business leader, but a dynamic woman who always stands with the people. Kathy, thank you for being here. Thank you. The mic is yours.
Thank you. I just want to say that on behalf of the business community, we thank Senator Comrie and Assemblywoman Rajkumar for introducing this bill. Legalization of cannabis was supposed to make our city safer and healthier, and exactly the opposite has happened because of the proliferation of illegal cannabis shops. So it is time to take action, long overdue, and we thank you again for making this happen.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We are also having with us our faith community. Faith leaders all across this city are standing up against these illegal shops. And from Staten Island, we have our very own Reverend Terry Choya.
Good afternoon. I work for Project Hospitality. We're an interfaith effort. We serve hungry and homeless people. And we work with a lot of youth that are fragile, that have mental health issues, and that are addicted to drugs and alcohol, and who find themselves on the streets of our borough. It's very important to see how we are communicating the message of doing drugs with our children in this smoke shop, which, by the way, was raided and closed down by Borough Command Staten Island, NYPD, and the 120 precinct just a few days ago. This is what we're communicating, that our cartoon characters, cartoons I watch, are smoking weed. They've got red eye. Here's a kid going to school smoking weed with a backpack on. And it advertises EBT and food stamps. These are impoverished families that these smoke shops are targeting. Here we have cartoon characters smoking weed. It's just really incredible. Here we're advertising cigarettes, exotics, and snacks. Where are the snacks? No potato chip pictures, just cigarettes and marijuana. And here again, a virile person getting ready to smoke. It's really unbelievable what we're communicating to our children. This smoke shop on the corner of Bard Avenue and Castleton Avenue, across the street from a hospital, in the North Shore of Staten Island, which is an impoverished area, 6 blocks from an intermediate school, 1.5 blocks from the largest pediatric health center on Staten Island. We need to communicate a positive message. No doubt, if people smoke legally and purchase their marijuana legally, that's a different story. But this advertising itself is killing our children.
Shut it down.
Shut it down!
Shut it down. Shut it down.
Shut it down.
Shut it down.
Thank you so much, Reverend Choya. Also with us today, representing small businesses that are doing work legally, is David Schwartz.
Well, either we're a nation of laws or we're not a nation of laws. And I have to thank Assemblywoman Rajkumar, Senator Comrie for finally taking action. Every single day, New York State every year is losing $2.4 billion with a B due to illegal, untaxed cigarettes, illegal vapor products, and of course illegal cannabis. And it's got to stop now. The city of New York is losing hundreds of millions of dollars. We've had thousands of small convenience stores, bodegas, newsstands shutting down because of this proliferating illegal market, thousands of illegal shops opening up on our streets. And you know, for the kids that are here, not only is this a scourge on society, but $2 billion a year are being taken away from you. They're being taken away from police and fire and everything else the city and state has to pay for every single year. So finally, we're going to be a nation of laws, and it's because of your hard work and your hard work that we're going to get this in the budget, get it signed, and get this passed and get rid of these stores. They are cheating the taxpayers of much needed revenue. The city and state of New York deserves better. Our children deserve better. And if you're gonna buy cigarettes, they should be taxed in a legal brick and mortar store in the city of New York. And also, you know, we've lost thousands of licenses. We have to get those licenses back because those are the legal market. We need to bring everything to the legal market. Right now, as we speak, there are trucks traveling up the I-95 corridor right now, as we speak, from North Carolina, from Virginia, from Georgia, bringing up untaxed illegal cigarettes, and now they have a great place to bring it, right? These thousands of illegal markets that have opened up. So I'm going to ask our leaders to not forget about the illegal tobacco problem. These aren't just illegal stores, these are criminal enterprises. They are not only selling illegal cannabis, but the cigarettes that they're selling, robbing us of much needed revenue, and the flavored vapes, the illegal flavored vapes that they're selling. We have to stop it now. Thank you so much for what you're doing. We're finally taking action. Thank you.
Thank you. Well said. I'd like to acknowledge that Manhattan Community Board 2 is here. I want to thank community boards all across the city for really standing up for their community to shut down these shops. We also have bipartisan support. The staff of Assemblyman Novikov is here. So thank you for your support. We have with us today Francisco Marte, who is an incredible leader in the Dominican community known all across the city. He's also an entrepreneur and represents so many of the Dominican businesses. Francisco Marte, thank you for being with us.
Thank you, Jenifer. Thank you, Senator. I'm here because we are the president of Bodegas and the Small Business Group, and we're here because we support this act, Smoking Out. We see the effect that it's doing to our community. We need law and orders. This means that all of those products need to be regulated. The product that doesn't have the regulation should be not allowed to sell and should be prosecuted. So, and this regulation, the smoking shop, is open all over around, affecting our community, our kids that are going to school. I have myself experience when I see kids that they go to my store to buy the munchies stuff because they already smoke joints. So we cannot tolerate that. I want to thank Jenifer's and Leroy's because this is an amazing act, and they are coming out to support the closing down. A lot of those stores, they be even buying a small grocery store and be turning to sell weed, to sell all material, all of those paraffin for drug. We need all of those stores to be shut down. We already have the approval with Alvin Braggs. He has assured me that he's willing to work if they got all of the tools. Even Anthony Miranda, the sheriff, and Mayor Anna, they want to close down. This is affecting our community. We need to work together. We need to bring all of our elected officials. Just check all your districts to see how much they are affecting our community. And let's unite with this Smoke Out Act. Let's support Jenifer and Leroy and let's this done. So the mayor can close down all of those stores that are affecting our community. It's affecting every New Yorker. So let's work together and let's get this act approved. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We've been joined by my constituent, a powerful young lady in her own right, Mazida Unan, who is representing so many groups, but she's with the South Asian Fund for Education, Scholarship, and Training. She's also involved in many community activities, and she's been a major spokesperson for the Bangladesh and South Asian community.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. I'm very proud of my two honorable Assemblywomen, Jenifer Rajkumar, who is South Asian, and also our honorable Senator, who is my best friend over 30 years. Thank you. I'm standing and representing South Asian community in 5 boroughs and highest South Asian representative in Queens, District 24. I'm very glad to be here standing with them. This is our education, this is our community, this is our children. These cannabis shops is not acceptable for our faith leaders, community leaders, and our elected members. It is not appropriate to be harmful to our education system and the children and the family. We want this has to be removed as soon as possible, and we need to be support Smart Out Act in the state budget. No matter what, we are undersigned Darul Uloom school institution, education institution. We collected over 500 signatures to remove that cannabis shops club has to remove now. We have over 500 students every day, daily basis. We need to be save our children. Many of our children already involved. We want them to save now. Many children is attack mental health because of this involvement. We need to be support and stand SHOP Act resolution now. And everyone needs to be involved with us to be stand with elected member Jenifer Rajkumar, Senator Leroy Comrie. They are our back. They are our well-wish goodness. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. And thank you, Mazida, for leading the South Asian Bangladeshi communities across the city, standing up for our safety, closing down these shops. Now, we also have something very special, which is that the City Council is introducing a resolution supporting the Smoke Out Act in Albany. New York City Council resolution says that the Smoke Out has to pass for the sake of New York City. And the leader of that resolution is Council Member Lynn Schulman. I believe we have a representative from Lynn Schulman's office who will be speaking now.
Good afternoon. My name is Max Nardo. I am here on behalf of Councilmember Lynn Schulman, who couldn't be here today, to express her full support for Assemblymember Jenifer Rajkumar and State Senator Leroy Comrie's Smoke Out Act. This bill is critical in combating the unchecked growth of marijuana dispensaries in the city. This is a key issue affecting our districts and districts across New York, which is why Councilmember Schulman has introduced a resolution in support of the Smoke Out Act. This bill will empower the city to order the immediate closure of all businesses selling unlicensed marijuana. These illegal shops value profits over the safety of our children. Closing the stores will be necessary to protect our communities. By endorsing this bill, we uphold the rule of law and promote responsible business practices. I hope others will join us in supporting this resolution and the Smoke Out Act to send a clear message of commitment to the safety and well-being of all New Yorkers. Thank you.
Thank you so much to Councilman Schulman for her support and the City Council. We have with us today the leader of the Bangladeshi Society, the Bangladeshi American Society. And he is really leading the Bangladeshi community to shut down these shops, Muhammad Ali.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Muhammad Ali, President of Bangladesh American Society. Today is the best day for our New York State. As a citizen, we are really proud of the bill, which is sponsored by our first South Asian Assemblywoman Jenifer Rajkumar and our great Senator Comrie. We are really thinking this act have to be passed, and this is good for all the New York State and New York City, which is everybody said already what is the affected for our children or next generation. So we have full support for the legislation, and strongly believing it will be passed in our state. Thank you so much to listen to me. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you for your support. Somnath Gamir, head of the GPK Foundation, is also with us. Thank you, Somnath.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Honorable Jenifer Rajkumar, and thank you, Honorable Senator Leroy Comrie, for taking these initiatives to smoke them out. Let's support, support the act, support the budget, and let this bill pass from this state assembly and state senators, and our mayor, Honorable Eric Adams, is supported to this act as well. So let's help everyone get united to help our elected officials in this fight. And hopefully our children will be safer and New York will be more safer ahead in the future. Thank you for giving this opportunity. I'm Somnath Gamir, representing Nepali American community since the last 27 years in Queens, Woodside. And I'm a servant of the community. Thank you very much.
Thank you. If Somnath is on our side, we're gonna win.
Yes.
And now we have some. Dispensary owners that are here with us that really have an important perspective.
Hello, I'm David Nikonski. I'm the founder and CEO of Freshly Baked New York, a licensed cannabis dispensary.
Berkay Sabat, co-founder of LA Cannabis Fellow, licensed dispensary.
We're here to express our support for this act and encourage all of our politicians and leaders to support this. As you all know, the scourge of illicit dispensaries is plaguing our state and our city. Official estimates put it at over 1,000, but anyone from the ground seems easily 10,000 of these things. They are misappropriating funds from local communities. We are tax-paying business owners. Cannabis taxes go to support local community projects and communities. Illicit businesses do not pay that. We are obligated to and do heavily support and pay union-level wages for employees. We follow the rules, we pay our fees, we pay our applications, we follow all the regulations. These are all competitive disadvantages to the tens of thousands of illicit businesses that are operating now flagrantly. We need the support of our leaders who have made promises to support us. We follow the rules. We are doing so. It's time for our leaders to step up and support us.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with everything you said. We're really in touch with our communities. We work with our community boards to make sure that there's nobody underage at any of our locations. We make sure that we're far away from kindergartens, from schools, from churches, and we just want everybody to have a nice holistic experience with cannabis. And these illicit dispensaries don't provide that. They give everybody a bad name, including us. And they're selling products that aren't even real cannabis. They're selling, fake stuff brought in from overseas that, harms people's bodies. It's something you're putting into your body. And, at the end of the day, we just want like a fair ground for everybody to be successful and to be respectful for the areas that they're working in. Thank you guys.
Thank you. Well said. I'd like to acknowledge that Casey Navraj is here, and I would like to bring up Mr. Amit Shah, who is leading the Nepali community to shut down the shops.
Thank you, Assemblywoman Jenifer Rajkumar. Dear fellow New Yorkers, as a proud parent of the two young children, I stand here before you, not just as a community advocate or public health professional or social entrepreneur, but as someone who deeply concerned about the future we are shaping for our families. Raising our kids in the environment where marijuana proliferation by unlicensed and unauthorized smoke shop vendor is growing up is genuine cause for the concern. These establishments not only compromise aesthetics of our neighborhood but also poses a significant threat to the public health safety and also the public health and safety. We cannot turn a blind eye to the fact that unregulated products find their way into the hands of our youth, jeopardizing their future. The Smokes Act, championed by our great Assemblywoman Jenifer Rajkumar, present an opportunity for us to take the stand. It's a chance for us to say enough is enough. We cannot allow our neighbors to be flooded with the unlicensed smoke shops that not only diminishes our quality of life but also put our children at the risk. We today we are gathered at the heart of the New York City, the city known for the resilience, progress, and the power of the collective action. I urge each of us, as a parents, as a guardian, as a community advocates, to stand together and raise our collective voice in support to the Smoke Act. Let us ensure our neighborhood are safe, vibrant, and conducive to the healthy growth of the children. By advocating this act, we are not just safeguarding our community, but also securing a better future for the generation to come. And at the end, I just take this opportunity with the permission of the Assemblywoman Jenifer Rajkumar to also give a special acknowledgement and introduce my friend Hemant Shai, who is a dedicated member of legacy cannabis communities for years in New York and also in East West, and we have laid down the foundation for the cannabis movement. And presently, he's running so many initiatives promoting the conscious consumption of the cannabis, and also advocating for the criminal-free next generation of humanity. Today, he is also here with the group to support this Smoke Act. So thank you, and let's smoke out. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We have a public health advocate with us, and his name is Eddie Morero.
Thank you, Assemblymember Rajkumar. Why do we do what we do? We're doing this, take a look at these faces. We're doing this to save lives, to save these beautiful lives, right? Look, let's be honest. Governor Cuomo's rollout of legalizing cannabis was a complete failure. While we dreamed about the millions and billions of dollars that was going to be a windfall for the state of New York, has failed to materialize. While rightly so, legalizing it because it decriminalizing it because it falsely directed arrests against black and brown communities. And we hoped that those same black and brown communities will now be beneficiaries of the legalization of cannabis. It has been nothing, it has been far from that. We know that illegal cannabis shops riddle our communities. They do not benefit our communities. In fact, black and brown communities are worse off with illegal cannabis shops. Just last year, March, New York law enforcement authorities warned that these cannabis shops were also selling fentanyl-laced marijuana. That is a real issue. We have an opioid epidemic in this country, and we have fentanyl-laced marijuana being peddled in these shops. I grew up at a time in New York where you walk down the street and you sort of like, we're looking for the cops because you were looking for a weed guy to buy a dime bag. Now you can walk into any shop, buy anything you want at your disposal, and it's not even regulated. So what are we actually doing? We're putting people in harm's way. It's not regulated. We need to act. This bill makes sense. The Smoke Out Act makes sense. Rarely does something make sense coming out of Albany, but this one does make sense.
Yes.
And can work in tandem with the things that the governor has lined out in her budget. So the Smoke Out Act must pass to better the lives of our communities, of all New Yorkers, but most especially those most affected by these illegal shops, which are in the brown and black communities. Thank you so much.
Well said, well said. Thank you so much. That concludes our speakers, but we're willing to take some questions if anyone has. Yes. Can you identify yourself?
Dan Rivoli, New York 1. So before this, I was reading your bill text, and I was wondering if you could help.
was wondering if you can help me understand, because reading the text, I didn't know what new authority you were giving the city that it didn't already have. So when you say municipalities can order these places shut down, the sheriff is a city entity, and they do shut these places down pretty regularly, maybe not as much as we would like. So help me understand, what is the new power you're conferring here?
Absolutely. Well, the current situation is that the city of New York does not have the authority to shut down the shops. The 2021 cannabis law vested the state with the authority to close down the shops. So currently what's happening is that the city of New York can fine a shop, but then the shop pays the fine and opens right back up. So to end this problem once and for all, we need to take stronger action, which is what the Smoke Out Act does.
Maybe I wasn't clear. How is the sheriff, which is a city entity, how are they going and shutting these places down? Police officers, NYPD, if you're selling dope, you can go in and seize it. It's still illegal. So again, how are the sheriffs doing this if they don't have the power?
Well, the Smoke Out Act gives the sheriff the power. It'll give cities and municipalities all across the state the power to close down the shops. Just like if there is a restaurant with health violations, it gets shut. It should be the same for cannabis shops. So that's what the Smoke Out Act is based on. Right now, it's OCF. It's the state cannabis office, which is charged with shutting down the shops. We need to give the city the power to shut down the shops because the city has the manpower to get the job done.
So how are the sheriffs
Everybody
doing
knows.
it? How are the sheriffs doing it now?
Everybody knows that the state cannabis office doesn't have the power to do so. But why don't we continue this more offline to get into the nitty gritty? But thank you for really reading the book.
How does the sheriff?
Let's give
do it?
question. Thank you very much. Let's give a couple more people a chance, but I'll always be here to speak with you.
Okay, let's move to another question.
Yes, back home, please.
Ryan with the Queen's Eagle.
Yeah, hi.
Are you at all worried that a bill like this that expands enforcement might lead to the overzealous enforcement that we had prior to legalization? And I am also curious about Dan's question about how this changes the enforcement as far as the sheriffs are concerned.
I think it's very important to empower our black and brown communities. And here today you see standing with us black and brown communities. And when the cannabis law was passed, the decriminalization was so key because for young people of color to be in prison for low-level marijuana offenses is unacceptable. And I know that everybody standing with us today agrees with that concept. But this is simply to take care of the illegal shops, and it implements a common sense mechanism to shut them down. That's all this does, and it does nothing more than that.
We want to shut them out now.
Yes. And, you know, like in the last state budget, some steps were taken last year to deal with the illegal cannabis problem by empowering the state cannabis office, but it wasn't enough to get the job done. So this is a common sense approach with the power back in the hands of the cities and municipalities, and it can be done. Even Mayor Adams says he can close them within 30 days. Thank you. Yes.
Clerk Comrie, the Post. What conversations have you had with the governor's office on this? What kind of buy-in do you have from there?
We're working very closely with the governor on the language. She herself has said this is insane, that you see smoke shops on every block. And she has voiced very publicly that she's disappointed with the rollout of the cannabis law. So we're working very closely with her in her State of the State address and in her budget language. She has started to address this issue. So we're very optimistic and very heartened with her perspective. And we'll be working with her for April 1st to make sure we get the language in the budget.
That's all.
Yes.
Yes, that's all with the
We have to
question.
go, but we are always here. Thank you so much.
So to be clear, what you're advocating is this section.
Let's see that. That's what we're doing.
Well, we're here and my cameraman is getting set up. I think it's just a pretty simple question of how do the sheriffs do it now? What empowers them to do it now?
And we did a whole press conference. We have something else, but come to my office, I'll invite you.
No, we're here now and I just want to know how did the sheriffs do it now?
Thank Thank you so much, Dan.
They could issue summonses, but I went to I'll just say, I went to a local community precinct, they're like, I'm done. All right, I'm done, guys. Let's pass here. It's over. I'm headed home. It's raining out. So, beautiful day. I'm out. Take care, guys. Later.
Ahora,